He has 5 years experience in Toastmasters. He's VCE of Toastmasters in Uptown, Advanced Communicator. He also has an Advanced Communicator Bronze. He is an ESL teacher at Valencia College. He's a licensed massage therapist, which we should all utilize. Interested in health, fitness, public speaking, and language. His speech objective is to inform and educate. And his speech title, How Do I Know If I'm Fat? For 5 to 7 minutes. Bob Steg.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, how do I know if I'm fat? That's right. This was written by R.J. Steg, me. 5 years ago, I wrote this book while I was learning how to be a healthy lifestyle coach. You see, R.J. Steg grew up as the chubby kid in his class, so he very well knows what it's like to be overweight and out of shape. Back in the 90s, when I first moved to Orlando, one of my first jobs was as a behavior breakthrough counselor for Nutrisystem, where I actually counseled people or taught classes on how to get healthier. After that, I owned my own weight loss center, a diet center franchise, and there I also did one-on-one counseling. You see, when I moved to Florida and sort of retooled my life, I decided that it was time for me to be fit and healthy, and that was in 1989. So ever since 1989, 1990, I have practiced what I preach. And so I decided to write this book to give people tips on how to be healthy. I had pretty much forgotten about this book because I did write it in 2012. Somebody else spoke about the year 2012. Must have been a good year. So I put these books away, and I kind of forgot about them, but about 2 weeks ago, our esteemed friend and president, Deetra Flood, talked about wanting to lose 32 pounds by her 32nd birthday. And that sort of triggered something inside of me. I said, hey, maybe Deetra could benefit from some of the tips. In my book, I highlight and talk about a lot of different strategies, but I'm most proud of the 12 strategies that I gleaned from my personal background and experience. So let me share some of those with you. The first three I call the big three, and these are very general. If you want to lose weight and you want to get healthier, workability is very important. What do I mean by workability? It's got to fit your lifestyle. Are you a mom who works and has children? Are you a guy who doesn't have children, isn't married, and doesn't even know how to cook? Or are you a stay-at-home mom who loves to cook and loves to experiment with recipes? Whatever program you choose to lose weight has to work well within your lifestyle, or it simply isn't going to work. The next part of the big three, number 2, is accountability. Be accountable to someone other than yourself. Why do we hire personal trainers? Sure, they know a lot, but mainly because we want the accountability. We know that when we go to talk to our personal trainer, they're going to grill us. They're not going to make us work, but we're going to be accountable to them. That's why a lot of us go to Weight Watchers, because we're accountable to someone. We know we're going to get weighted when we go there. How many of you have gained and lost the same 5 pounds for the last 5 years? That's because you haven't been accountable to somebody, probably. Accountability is really important. You're more likely to follow your program if you're accountable to someone. Last of the big three is consistency. Be consistent. Whatever program you choose, stick to it. You can't be on a diet, off a diet, on a diet, off a diet, on a diet, off a diet, or you're never going to lose any weight. It's going to be those same 5 pounds over and over and over. The next section are the big 5, and these are more specific strategies to get that weight off. And the first one is called wise choices. Whenever you put anything in your mouth, try to make it the healthiest it possible can under the circumstances. When I go to McDonald's, because I'm in a hurry, I don't get 2 Big Macs, a large fry, and a chocolate shake. I get 2 of those snack wraps, which have chicken, lettuce, and I ask them to hold the ranch. And that will hold me over until I can get something healthy. So I don't use fast food as an excuse for not eating healthy. Whenever I cook anything, I always cut a lot of the fat, the carbohydrates, the sugar, and I still manage to make it taste delicious. Portion control. This much? No, you can eat that much. Just make it look very appetizing and put a nice variety on your plate. And one tip, it takes 20 minutes for your brain to tell your stomach that you're full. So eat slowly, because you can eat a lot in 20 minutes. I'm sure you've done it. Okay? The third part of the Big Five is water. Drink at least 8-ounce glasses of water a day. Water will help to keep you full, and it will also flush out your system as you're losing weight. So this way, it will tend to curb your appetite, and you won't eat as much. The fourth and penultimate part of the Big Five is eat often. Try to eat 4, 5, 6 times a day. What happens when you eat often? Well, for one thing, you don't ever let yourself get too hungry. How many times have you skipped a meal, and then for dinner or whenever you finally got a chance to eat, right? Because you were so hungry. You ate a lot in 20 minutes. So try to eat every 2 or 3 hours, something healthy, and you'll never let yourself get that hungry. It also gives your metabolism a chance to keep moving. Keeps burning, keeps burning, keeps burning, right? And the last part of the Big Five is exercise, which should have been written in 4 letters, because to a lot of people, exercise is a 4-letter word. Keep moving. Now, I recommend a good combination of cardio and resistance, because cardio will help to burn the calories and also strengthen your heart, but resistance exercise will build muscle. And what does muscle do? Muscle increases your resting metabolic rate, which helps you to burn calories when you're just sitting like you're all doing right now. Okay? So those are strategies that I have come up with, and I live by 80 to 90% of the time. Don't ask about the other 10 to 20% of the time, because I'm human. But 80 to 90% of the time, I live by these strategies. And that's why I've been about the same weight, give or take, for the last 20 years. Because I try to practice what I preach. So those, in a nutshell, are some strategies that I have come up with to help keep myself healthy. Okay, now, in honor of Deetra Flood, who inspired me, I'm going to give Deetra a free copy of my book. And the rest of you, those books sold for $11, I believe, in 2012. If you want a copy, you can have it for $1.
All right.